Welcome everyone, first of all to Tenerife, my first time on the island, and I'm going to say straight away what extreme weather conditions Tenerife has. So right now I'm heading up the north of the island, which is actually a volcano. You can drive all the way up to the top, and the weather up here is just madness. I thought Switzerland had dramatic weather, but this is really next level. It goes from sunny to rain, windstorms within the space of 1 minute. I'm actually on a new route at the moment. Yesterday I wanted to show you this incredible road that I found yesterday. Well, not found, that Audi showed me. It's the road leading up to the volcano, one of the best ones, and unfortunately last night they had quite some rock avalanches, so they've closed it today. So right now it's all a bit spontaneous where I'm driving. I just literally had a look on the map, and yeah, gonna go and explore a bit. And of course, welcome inside the brand new Audi RS Q8, which, believe it or not, is absolutely madness, this car. I can't believe how good cars are getting these days. I just sometimes can't believe. I was so excited about driving this, and I was very right to be. So while I'm stuck now behind a little bit of traffic, about the car, got 600 PS, 800 Newton meters of torque. This thing shifts, and most of you will know this car completed the fastest lap record around the Nürburgring for an SUV. But stay tuned, because later on this afternoon they've actually brought that car with them, the one that they did the lap record with around the Nürburgring, with the special wrap on, with the roll cage, racing seats. They've got it here, and Audi offered to me that I head out later in it with the racing driver that did the lap record, so that should be a lot of fun. Top speed 305 kilometers an hour, 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds. Performance wise, this thing is madness. Flat down. I don't think I've ever quite smiled this much before in an SUV. Audi have officially taken the word SUV to the next level. So of course I've got the car now set up in my individual RS mode. So suspension on medium and everything else in full whack. Maybe you can hear then as well. You do get some nice sounds from the exhaust, actually louder than the RS6. So bearing in mind as well, at this moment it's pretty wet and slippery around here. The car, I mean, the grip and the performance is unreal. And yes, of course, obviously now this is the best SUV that I've ever driven. So the development and the testing they've put into this car really is incredible. They've put so much time and work and effort into building this, and you can really feel it, the amount of time they've put into making what I see now as the ultimate SUV. Because in the past, for me, sometimes people used to try and make sporty SUVs and you didn't really know what they were or what they were made for. They didn't have an exact purpose, and to be sporty and fast they would sacrifice a lot, so it wouldn't make sense having it as an SUV when you're sacrificing other things. But now finally we have officially got to a point where you can have everything in an SUV, and you can have an extremely sporty, fast SUV that would actually give some supercars a run for their money, but without sacrificing the ride comfort, the practicality. That's how impressive this car is, that it really can do everything and you're not sacrificing everything. Oh, big stone. And that's for sure a big part of what's blown me away with the car. Not just the power, the speed, which is incredible. I mean, yeah, 600 PS is 600 PS. At the end, yeah, does the job. Going downhill at the moment, so not ideal going downhill on a wet volcanic road. Ugh, that is a tight hairpin. Oh, okay, there we go. Big rocks again. This is what I'm talking about. You need to be, yeah, eyes wide open on this road. Oh, and again. At least I'm testing the brakes. Of course, carbon ceramic brakes. I don't need to tell you how good they work. This one is in Galaxy Blue, and this was the colour of the very first Audi Q8 that I tested around 2 years ago. And I fell in love with the colour. It's really such a beautiful colour, day and night. It's got 23-inch wheels on, yes, 23-inch wheels. So the question is, I'm thinking about now, actually, what would you buy? This or the RS6? I don't know, actually. You know, I was never really an SUV type of guy, but this has definitely changed my outlook on SUVs. Let's try a launch control. It is wet, but we should be fine. Famous last words, so foot flat on the brake. Flat down, launch control program activated. Off we go. Holy moly. Savage. That was intense.
Here will come. Here will come. I'ma see what you got for me, baby. Got for me, baby.
Welcome everyone inside the car that did the fastest lap around the Nürburgring, well, for an SUV, with this man right here, Frank Stippler. Welcome to the channel, Frank. Thanks for taking me for a quick ride. Is it the world's fastest SUV?
Actually, well, I don't know. Right now it's the fastest around the Nordschleife.
Yeah, no, obviously no engine modifications. It's just interior, so seats, harnesses and roll cage.
Yes, just the safety features for the lip rocket attempt, and we are missing the rear seats, therefore, because the roll cage went in.
Yeah, this is a serious roll cage.
Yeah, we're missing the fire extinguisher meanwhile and the data recording system, so the weight was slightly above the standard weight. Okay. Because the missing rear seats were more than compensated, but we are talking about some few kilos only. Okay, and a big red button here that says not ours. Not ours, that's the main switch. To kill everything? To kill everything, yes. So if I want you to stop, I just hit it. You're right. How was it driving this as fast as you possibly can? First of all, you need to know that every RS model which is leaving the factory is doing at least 8,000 kilometers around the Nürburgring Nordschleife, and just testing, fine-tuning, to prove the reliability in the end, to make sure that the customer is getting a nice car. And with the RSQ8 we did even 18,000 kilometers. Someone say that they tested this car the equivalent of going to the moon and back. Yeah. That's a lot of testing. Yes, not only around the Nordschleife, but in general and overall, it was a huge distance. You can feel. Is that broken? I'm not sure. I didn't use it. Okay, we won't be using the wipers again. It's a race car. I won't judge it. It's a fully prepared lap record attempt. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to judge Audi on a wiper not working on this car. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. We're just going to ignore that sound. Oh, the GoPro. Did you fuck it up? I've already broken the lap record car. Well done, man. And we're going to end today's video like that. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. Well placed. I was thinking then, an Audi not working properly. I thought it can't be. But this is what happens when you invite an idiot YouTuber into your car. He breaks it very quick with his endless cables and camera equipment. So yeah, sorry about that, Frank.